I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got questions about this election, man, and there's a lot of reasons why I do. And one of the reasons, seriously, one of the reasons specifically is that I was thinking about how the DNC didn't get no more didn't there weren't anybody running against Biden. No one, I mean, no one in the DNC wanted to run against Trump. It's weird, except maybe for Biden. I'm sure Biden didn't have a problem with that. He didn't. He had a problem with it at all. You know what I mean? The ones who I think, the ones I think had a problem were the people that really wanted Kamala to win. I mean, not the, let me rephrase that. The people who really wanted to go out there and ensure Trump's win, I think were the same people that honestly wanted Kamala to lose. They didn't want her when let's put it like this: when they had Biden step down, usually if there's something going on with the president where he's in ill health or something like that, they usually have the vice president step up. That was not their intention with Kamala. That's obvious. They never had intentions for her to win. They haven't never had, and this is my opinion. They never had intentions for her to become president anyway. And I think this is a collaboration between the RNC and the DNC. I really do believe that. I don't know why, but I do. You know, because Pelosi made sure she adamant about getting making sure that Biden stepped down and put Kamala Harris out in front. But he didn't want to step down. You know, but the plan was to actually make her run against Trump. And this is what I'm saying. There were no real other viable candidates. Jill Stein and I think RFK, but then he dropped out and joined the other side. You know, but yet you had no other takers. There were no other takers, and I thought that was even more strange. No other real takers at all. You know, no other takers. You know, I thought that was as strange as I don't know what. You gonna tell me this election was wide open? There were no takers on the Democratic side. Matter of fact, I don't think there was any takers on the Republican side. It was Trump all in for. You know, I'm thinking the best you could do is Trump. Yeah, that's the best they wanted to do was Trump. They believed they put the hands, feet, and toes, 10 toes down in Trump. You know, and I think Kamala was the shill from day one. She was a shill from the get go. You gonna tell me that's the best the DNC could do was Kamala Harris? You know, and she had no agenda. That's all I'm saying. I don't understand how they rock with her like that. To this day, I'm like, you need to tell me that's the best you could do was Kamala Harris with no real agendas. She had no uh, policies. She had no substance, real substance behind it. She really didn't. You know, anytime a student asks you, and this is from a woman who spearheaded the immigration process at the board and all that. She was involved in it, heavily involved in it. He asked her, "What are you going to do about the immigration situation?" And she never answered the question. I mean, completely skipped it. That woman was not prepared. Even though I know some people go, well, she only had a couple of months, but that's the whole point. That's the whole point. She never had a desire to run against Biden. She called herself was going to ride with Biden because this woman ain't. I'm gonna tell you, I hate to say it. Like I said, I just feel that she's not as politically savvy as she tried to pretend to be. Seriously, I don't think she was ever as political savvy as she tried to be. She's got to ride all the way up there from Sweet Dick Willie Brown on up. You know, you know. And I'm facetiously saying that, to emphasize what I'm trying to say without saying it. She got to ride up from Sweet Dick Willie Brown, if you know what I mean. Own up, you know. Somebody called her, and it wasn't me. Somebody called her headboard Harris. They literally called her headboard Harris. I said, that's cold. I'm gonna leave it alone. I laughed my ass off. When I heard that, I said, oh, no, they did. But yeah, I personally, I personally think she was that politically savvy. And they know it. You gonna tell me y'all gonna push out this, so well, you need to run. You stand a chance. I'm like, but why didn't she run before? She ran an unsuccessful campaign against Biden, and then Biden later on asked her to be the running mate to run against Trump. That's how they won back in 2020. You know, this time she wasn't. She was never really talking about running against Biden anyway. This time, because she didn't win the first time. That's why they put. That's why they had Biden sit down, say, you know what, you're not gonna shit, trees there. You're not gonna run for re-election. We're gonna go ahead and retire you. You know, we don't want you running next because that disastrous uh, ABC uh, coverage of the debates. Oh, one other thing, and people pointed out, and I kind of noticed it too. Did you notice Biden was so, he wasn't in all his faculties at the time. But notice how now and after that, boom, just as swift as I don't know what. I noticed that right not long after that debates, he was sharp as a tack and been like that ever since. You know, um, and I'm thinking, hmm, I don't know, man. I just something. I still have questions about this, man. It just something about this whole thing to me smells of a setup. It do. I'm sorry, it does. It really does. And I'm surprised people aren't questioning it, but I'm questioning it. I'm probably one of the few YouTubers that actually is questioning it, you know, because it was just too easy. It was too easy for Trump to go in there and take her. I mean, figuratively take her head off and run with it. Too easy for him. They made it easy for him. They did. Kamala Harris, the best you could do to run against Trump, an obvious fan favorite. Wow, that is questionable in itself, you know. But I will say this: a lot of us folks decided, hey, we're tired of the same old song and dance with these Democrats, which some people call Democrats, and which is true, and I understand that. We've been made promises for years and years and years. Obama, and that's really what kind of led me to really completely stray away from the Democrats. Made one of the worst faux pas that anybody could ever do uh, as a Democrat, and that's trash your constituents. And he actually did that. Yeah, if you hadn't seen the movie, what's it? Fahrenheit 11/9. I think that's the name of it. Where Obama went to Flint, Michigan, amid the Flint water crisis, and he was president under that watch. It was his watch, and he did nothing about it. And he said, I don't remember. I think he was still. He was. I think he might have still been president then. And he went there and he had some water, claimed it was Flint water, the same Flint water, and turned around and said, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with the water. The water's fine," and drank it, symbolizing that the water was good. Meanwhile, people were it was already been tested, documented that people were dying from that water. People poisoned from that water. Kids had all kind of problems from that water, drink as a result of drinking that nasty Flint water. And I don't know if they ever really resolved or not because I haven't heard anything. I'm gonna have to do some research on it. Obama, and yeah, he actually misled people on that. He never had it investigated under his watch. He did nothing about it. After that, I was like, the hell with these Democrats, man. Yeah, they ain't no better than Republicans. And recently, Denzel Washington actually made a statement about that too. I can't quote what he said. I'm a little bit paraphrasing. He was saying that they like the same things. They're really cut from the same cloth, and they are. You know, and this is what I'm getting at about this thing with Kamala Harris. I'm trying to connect the dots on it a little bit because it was just too easy for Trump to just go right in here. Because remember, Joe Biden uh, beat Trump handily years ago. I don't know if he would have done it this time or not, but if you had a viable enough Democratic candidate who was really about running against a stronghold like Trump, Democrats could have came up with somebody, but they deliberately did not. They deliberately did. And I know RFK wasn't going to be a strong candidate. I mean, he would have been a decent candidate, I think, if he had ran and if he had stuck to his guns. But he didn't. He didn't stick to his guns. He wasn't a viable enough candidate, and he probably wasn't serious about running anyway. That's another whole story. But nevertheless, though, I uh, I I think we could have did way better than Kamala Harris. You know, and the Dems didn't care. They didn't, and she wasn't ready anyway. They just pushed her out at the last minute. And it goes to show you the Dems really don't care about their constituents. They don't. Republican Party, love them or hate them, they care about their constituents. Wherever their constituents want, they're gonna roll with them on it. Now, me voting the way I did, I do like some of the policies. I'm not gonna lie. Tough on crime, tough on immigration, tough on some of these stubborn countries who they can just pull the wool over your eyes and get something out of what they want. Yeah, I mean, I kind of rock up on that. Everything else, like getting rid of the Department of Justice, get rid of the Department of Education, and I think they were talking about even get rid of the Department of Health. I said, are you serious? And the FBI and the ATF. I said, what? Yeah. No one's talking about get rid of the IRS though. But anyway, just saying. Um, it just I don't know. It just that I can't. We have to have checks and balances, man. Yeah. Now you have to have checks and balances, to make things leverage in a way where we know what's going on. If you don't, that's gonna be a problem. You know, that's what I don't rock with. I really don't. I don't rock with that at all. I truly do not. But you got people that do. You got people that think it's okay to do that. It's like, no, it's not. It's not okay. It's not okay. You know, that's the problem I got. But it's just like I said, these Democrats have a long hit, and really, they just have a long history of pulling the wool over black folks' eyes for decades, man. And it's time we, you know, realize that. You gonna tell me the only thing that your girl could come up with to run against Trump was reproductive rights? That's just to get women on board, just to get women to vote. would have voted for her even if it wasn't about reproductive rights. But the thing of it is, somebody was somebody organization, a lobbyist group, or something was paying Kamala Harris to talk about that. That's why she stuck to that. I know that's what it was. And that's the best you can do. I don't want to vote for you. And it wasn't about you against women because that's the bullshit that people was talking about. You don't like your mama, you don't like your sister, you don't like your auntie, you don't like your wife or girlfriend. You're gonna sabotage their future. I'm gonna sabotage the future. You talking about killing babies? I'm gonna sabotage the future if you want that as an option when you don't want to have to take care of kids that you got pregnant with. Are you serious? They're serious about that. No. These cars are flying like crazy on this morning. They want you to do the same thing. Really? Yeah. These people are flying. I mean, they're flying out here, man. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah, yeah. Talking about, you protect you gonna cancel their future if you don't vote for her. What's she gonna do anyway? First of all, what power would Kamala Harris would have had to guarantee that you were gonna get these so-called tax credits? She couldn't even tell you the plan. How you gonna talk all that trash and don't and can't tell you the plan about it? Because she had none. She had none. This woman herself, when she found she lost, it took her 24 hours to concede. Matter of fact, she wouldn't even come out. She wouldn't even come out and speak to her constituents, and nothing to say to the next day. A lot of disappointed folks. I know a lot of disappointed folks were also disappointed because she didn't come out and talk to them because she probably was on a tirade. She gave off, what a campaign supposedly had $1 billion, gave away millions of umpteen of millions of dollars to different folks, celebrities and stuff. And I heard YouTube, some YouTube content creators too. I would be surprised. I know my phone kept blowing up for weeks and weeks and weeks. It still is from Kamala Harris related websites, and I don't know if they're all legitimate. Asking for donations. I'm like, don't even ask me. Yeah, I was even getting texts on my phone for you know. Man, some truck was had to get in front of me. Damn it. I was making good time. But his truck just got right directly in front. I should ride. I hate riding that side of people riding. Animals out there. But yeah, it's nuts, man. Nuts, I tell you. And I don't know. It just, it just, I really do not get it. I'm not messing with Kamala. Kamala is somebody who really, I don't know her future. I wish her well. She's not the brightest bulb out the box. Never have been. You know, I just hope that the things that Trump doing will make it right for America. Not just great, make it right. To be honest, regardless of what he does. You know, I just wasn't, like I said, I wasn't so on the DNCs, and I won't be anymore. I've had, I know some people like, oh, you vote for her, you vote for Trump. My mom was like, you just love Trump. No, I, I'm not gonna say I love Trump like that and all that. I do like some of his policies. I'm not gonna front. Who wouldn't want people to be tough on crime, man? When you're hearing stories about babies being raped and murdered, I mean literally. You know, you got to get tough on crime, and I don't mean just in the black neighborhoods either. You know, because the one story I heard about a 3-year-old getting raped and mutilated, man, had me in tears, man. You know, I don't read too many news stories like that. It just break. Just just have you just broken, man. You know, somebody got to do something about that. Somebody got to do something about that, man. You know, and if it means putting out tougher penalties for people who do crimes like that, then damn it, let it happen. You know, let it happen. Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. You know, I have nothing against people of other countries personally, but immigration thing, you gotta toughen up on it. You just can't just let anybody come over here. You go over, me being ex-military, you ain't just letting anybody go overseas. You gotta be vetted. I know somebody personally who was who went to Germany. I think it took him 5 years before he became a citizen. 5 years, or something like that. But he had to be vetted. You had to know the language. You had to know the customs. You had to know people. You just can't just come over here and not know anything, and then all of a sudden become a citizen, and then don't even speak the language. No offense, you know. Yeah, there's a lot you gotta do. I mean, you know, but you know, and I was seeing about stories about undocumented folks, you know, that have been here for like years and years and years. I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, just stayed undocumented. Never applied for citizenship. See, that's the kind of stuff you just can't let just fester like that, man. You know, I ride with Trump on that. Now he was talking about something about just taking them all back. I said, well, you had to clean it up, man. You're gonna have to put some kind of grandfather clause or something in there. Everybody else is trying to just no, stop. That's it. You know, but otherwise, just get rid of certain departments. I don't rock with. I don't agree with that at all. Uh, by the way, hmm, I had some people on here, whatever. Anyway, like I said before, I do have questions about the campaign, man. This whole thing I think was a setup. I do, you know, and I do think it was produced with both the DNC and RNC in mind. I will say that, you know. But like I said before, it's just a matter of opinion, you know. And like I say again, I do have questions about it. I have a burning desire to wonder why they were so gun ho about having her run in the first place. You know, if they had got a viable enough candidate other her, not to say that Kamala Harris ain't smart, but there are way smarter, more uh, people who engage with folks better than her. So she engaged on girl power, and that was one of her biggest downfalls. And I know some of you women go, ain't right with girl power. Well, it is if you just only exclusively to women. You know, that was one of her biggest downfalls. Oh, and then you had the Obamas out here talking about, oh yeah, you can't you can't be voting for Trump. You need to listen to your woman, your girlfriend, your mama, and do what you supposed to be doing out here. Man, I ain't think about them Obamas. Obamas was one of the biggest Democratic shields to ever come out, man, in recent memory, outside of Kamala, who was Obama 2.0 herself. Give me a damn break, you know, and stuff like that. You know, everybody trying to shine on you and tell you, oh yeah, you need to vote for the Democrat because you black. Man, fuck all that. Ain't nobody doing that shit no more. Nobody. Nobody. I'm not doing it no more. What Roman said, we ain't doing this. We ain't doing this no more, folks. That game over on that. Game over on that. People tired of that mess. We ain't vote for them. I mean, Democrats, man, you know, really ain't it wasn't the party. They were the party for slavery anyway. That's throughout history. Then all of a sudden they slowly was trying to get black folks involved to try to run against Republicans. You know. Oh boy. I just can't rock with it no more, folks. I tried. For years and years and years. I just can't do it. I can't. I'm tired of it. You know. My mom to this day, she about 2 weeks ago, my brother showed me just before around time they had some. I guess her church they had some kind of rally to go vote, and of course she had a big old Kamala Harris T-shirt on. Yeah, had a big ass Kamala Harris T-shirt on. I'm like, man, you need to go ahead and burn that thing, you know. And I'm like, you know, seriously, you want her to rep? And that's the thing. And I know is they only really wanted Kamala Harris to symbolize black women in office. And you know Kamala Harris ain't black. She don't even rep black. She don't even rep. Damn, man, it's traffic. It's something else. She don't even rep being black at all. No, almost never talked about her Jamaican heritage. Those traffic, too much traffic. Oh my God. You trying to get behind front of that truck like that, man? Okay, thank you. He gonna come out here. Come on, man. Damn. Really? Come on, man. I tell you, man. I was hoping you go straight instead of jumping in my lane. Oh, you trying to go good? Well, thank you, thank you. But anyway, like I said, nevertheless, though, it just the symbolism was the reason why women voted and drove for Kamala Harris, and she lost big. She paid all them celebrities that money. These people didn't graciously do it from the goods of the heart. She had to buy her way into the election, which is what she was trying to do anyway. You know, it's just sad that we didn't have viable enough candidates. In the DNC, I really blame them. I fault them because they did not prepare. And I think in most cases, they deliberately did not prepare to to run an effective campaign against Donald Trump. That's why I said I think both of these guys are in bed with each other. I still say that. If you were serious about running an effective campaign, Kamala Harris would have been your last choice. You know, you would have went ahead and let her and Biden run, and would have got some viable Democratic candidates, but they didn't. They did. So I'm like, I'm done, and that'll do it for my podcast. I'm out.